I still have something in my eye, and it's driving me insane. I'm not doing Illuminati symbolism. I actually have had an eyelash in my eye for like half an hour, and I just gotta wait for the tears to wash it out. What's up, Ben Hatcher? Yo, how are you? This is going to be a short video, but I'm going to explain, regardless of who the candidates are, and I hope the audio is okay. It's kind of windy, and I'm outside because I don't smoke inside. So I hope the audio is at least passable, and if you hear screams, that's all the trick-or-treating kids. And I don't want to ruin... I don't want to go full JB on Halloween. I'll do my Halloween video maybe in... February or something. I don't want to ruin it because there's just like Santa Claus. You don't want to ruin, I was devastated when I found out Santa Claus wasn't real when I was like 6 months old, but I'll do my Halloween video and the pagan roots of it and how horrible it is, but kids love it. Baba Yaga's having a smoke as well, as am I. Later on, I will be having a smoke with a little bit of very, very legal cannabis in it, but not right now. This is going to be a very short live stream. I wasn't even going to go live. I was just going to pre-record it and upload it, but Indiana Jones has joined us. Hello. So far we have Ben Hatcher, Baba Yaga, and Indiana Jones. Okay, you guys know me very well. Guys and girls, you know me very well. So we'll just get right into the thick of it because as more folks trickle in, and who knows, maybe it'll turn into a longer show. It really all depends on whatever circumstances. Here's why I'm voting for Trump, President Trump 2020, because he is probably, certainly in my lifetime, but the most pro-America, and believe me, America's done a lot of bad in the world, including what we're about to talk about, but no one really knows like how bad. But the American people are the greatest. We're the salt of the earth as far as I'm concerned in terms of putting together a country. The problem is that the international bankers, the Jesuit Vatican, and the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, and if you climb the ladder up to the top, Satan and Lucifer himself, very real, not imaginary. God is very real. Lucifer, Satan, whatever you want to call him, the opposer, very real, not imaginary, is extraordinarily prevalent. All right, so we're rapidly accelerating in terms of viewership. So James Robert, hello. Indiana Jones says, hope everyone had a wonderful day. Likewise, that sentiment is shared here as well. All right, so let's get right into it. I don't care what the ticket is. I'm voting President Donald Trump 20, and if I have to, I'm writing in Vice President Tulsi Gabbard, Democrat. Everyone knows I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm a Trumplican conspiratorian. I know what the fuck is going on, and I support the president, and I support Tulsi Gabbard. Here's why. She just put out this video. By the way, Hillary Clinton, the queen of shooting herself in the foot, as we saw in the last election, came out and attacked Tulsi Gabbard and called her a Russian agent. And even MSNBC, even the worst of the worst, even fucking Van Jones is saying, yeah, Clinton shouldn't have done that. So here's the title of Tulsi's video, and you're not going to, and once I'm fancy, once I have a studio, I'll be able to do one of those cool things where you see what I'm talking about up here, and then we have comment boxes and me and analysis. I don't know how to do all that fancy stuff yet. I'm very guerrilla, as they say. So here's the video. I'll play the audio and I'll read the title. This is a Tulsi Gabbard ad that came out about 32 minutes ago now. Join me in demanding the truth. Tulsi Gabbard on September 11th attacks. Let me say that again. JB's crazy back in 2000 fucking, when did I wake up? 2009, 2010. JB's crazy. Why are you saying this stuff? I wasn't even on the internet back then. I didn't really join the internet till like 2015, 2016 during the election cycle. And I certainly didn't live stream with a following, and now people show up for my live streams. I don't care if it's 2, I don't care if it's 300. Tulsi Gabbard ad. Hashtag Tulsi Gabbard. Hashtag Saudi Arabia. Hashtag Trump. She's not doing that to hurt the president. She's doing that because Donald Trump came out when he was a private citizen, wasn't even running for office, and said, well, you know, the buildings, it was kind of ambush journalism. They said, what do you think about September 11th attacks? He goes, well, you know, they were very, very strong buildings, and, you know, they fell into dustification. We have to look into that. But they fell like a rock or something like that. Okay. And when I say, I mean a rock, not Iraq, right? 7 watching. This is amazing. I have a piece of an umbrella blocking my amazing hair that you can't even see. Some of my audience members were with me a year and a half ago when I was skin shaven bald. I was totally bald because I couldn't afford haircuts. Why is this asking me to end my broadcast? Not yet. Fuck you. That must be the rain. My computer's probably going to get destroyed. Okay. So let's pull this back up here. Let's get to the meat of the matter, as they say. And it went away. Of course it did. I just had it and it went away. I'll find it. Oh my God. All right. You call me a conspiracy theorist? I just had this lined up for you guys. And they... This is so stupid. Bear with me or leave. Doesn't matter. Bear with me. I ask you to bear with me. I'll get it back. Okay. Here we go. Oh, right here. All right. Sweet. Join me in demand... Tulsi... Hashtag Tulsi Gabbard, hashtag Saudi Arabia, hashtag Trump. Title of Tulsi Gabbard's video on her official political campaign website. Join me in demanding the truth. Tulsi Gabbard on September 11th attacks. Let's play it.
2 days ago at the 9/11 Tribute Museum near Ground Zero in New York City, I stood with the families of those who were killed on 9/11. More than 3,000 Americans lost their lives on that day, and we honor the memory of every single one of them.
You guys can't see my screen. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. I don't care if you like Tulsi Gabbard or not. This woman, even though I have Asperger's or autism or whatever the fuck they're calling it these days, one of those candy corn terms, no pun intended, it's Halloween. She believes what she says, and I agree with her, and she's right. And I can just see the seriousness in her eyes.
Or people who were just going to work that morning, children getting dropped off at daycare, first responders who rushed into those crumbling towers to save lives, and the first responders who have been lost since.
And the first responders that have been lost since. She has to say the right thing, which is what we should all be saying. That was the worst day in American history, in my opinion, and hopefully everyone's opinion.
Ever will we forget the heroes who sacrificed their lives to save others.
This is a good woman.
The victims, the surviving first responders, still suffering life-threatening health consequences. My fellow combat...
And that's true, but Tulsi Gabbard is not saying what really happened, because since they used micro nukes to detonate the buildings, which were pre-placed, we have, I don't want to say thousands, we have at least dozens. Oh, we got some other chatters here. Michael Gonzalez has joined us. Bear has joined us. Hey guys, how is everyone? I'm just trying to get through this quick so the rain or the mist doesn't destroy my electronic ability to communicate with the world. Can't afford a new one yet. Check my charger connection. Fuck you, I have a full connection. Anyway.
Veterans who enlisted and deployed in response, all Americans deserve to know the truth about what happened and who was involved. This is why I introduced HRES 662, calling on the federal government to declassify and release all information regarding the September 11th, 2001 attacks.
Oh my God.
It has been nearly 20.
And right. Okay. This is bullshit. I don't know if I'm even still here. All right, screw it. Okay. I think we're back. Maybe the chat can let me know if we are, in fact, reconnected. Indiana Jones, did you have a flying truck bear? All right. So we're back. Totally unprofessional on my part. I apologize. Once I have my own place, I'm going to have a studio. I'm going to have the egg crates on the wall and all the sound. Everything's going to be great. James Robert says, you're good, JB. Thank you, James Robert. You guys are so dedicated. I'm just going to start my content over because I don't really need to say anything. I'm just going to play this Tulsi Gabbard. All right, so I'm going to start this. So for those who watch this video on repeat, which a lot of you do, because if I have 8, 10 watching the next day and I have like 28 views, 35 views, I think that's good. That means people watch my stuff. All right, so I am endorsing President Donald Trump, greatest president, certainly in my lifetime. And I want the vice president, who I will endorse or write in if I have to be Tulsi Gabbard, a Democrat. Here's why. So we're just going to start this whole thing over. Tulsi Gabbard put out a video. Hashtag Tulsi Gabbard, hashtag Saudi Arabia, hashtag Trump. This is really, really good. This is really, really good stuff for those who know what's actually going on. And I have an itch because of work. My hands get horribly dried out. So sometimes I scratch in between my thumb and index finger. So if you see me do this, I'm not a secret society member. I'm not a 666er. I'm not that. I'm just scratching this hard. You can't see it. It's basically eczema right there. And it's just an annoyance, whatever. All right, so here we go. We're inside, no rain. Join me in demanding truth. Tulsi Gabbard on September 11th attacks. What has JB been saying? On YouTube since 2015, and in my personal life, which cost me 40 friends on Facebook and many friends in my personal life, want nothing to do with me anymore because I believe in a conspiracy theory. And I would never shut up about it. I would never shut up about it. I would never shut up about it. All right, let's play it.
Every single one of them.
Wait, from the beginning.
For people who were just...
This is raw.
2 days ago at the 9/11 Tribute Museum near Ground Zero in New York City, I stood with the families of those who were killed on 9/11. More than 3,000 Americans lost their lives on that day, and we honor the memory of every single one of them.
Great woman, great patriot. Twice deployed in service
People
of
who
our
were just going to work that morning.
banker masters.
Children getting dropped off at daycare. First responders who rushed into those crumbling towers to save lives. And the first responders who have been lost since. Never, ever will we forget the heroes who sacrificed their lives to save others. The families of the
James
victims,
Robert, I'll answer that in a
surviving
second.
first responders still suffering life-threatening health consequences.
Yes.
My fellow combat veterans who enlisted and
Because of the
deployed in
radiation.
response.
Because of the radiation. First responders still suffering health consequences. They had all the equipment and all the respirators necessary, even though it was a quick response emergency, obviously. The biggest emergency that any of these first responders have probably ever faced. Of course they're going to go in with proper, air filtration systems and isolation chambers after the fact. But the problem is that it wasn't from the dust. It was from the radiation from the micro-nuclear devices that were planted in the buildings long before 9/11. I'm not a no-planer. Planes hit those buildings. They're not holograms. Anyone who calls me a fucking conspiracy theorist, I get really, really mad. I try not to get mad anymore. But anyone who calls me a fucking conspiracy theorist and says, oh, you believe that there were no planes, they were holograms. No, I've never said that. Go back to my old accounts. JVVA, J very, very Asperger's. JB is Neo. Go back in my old accounts. I've never said that there were no planes. I never said there were no planes. Planes hit the buildings. Who was on the planes? What were the planes? Were they drones? That's up for debate. But airborne devices with two wings and a tail hit those buildings. Pentagon's a different story. That was not a plane. See, now I wish I was outside because I have to spit. Ugh. I found an empty ginger ale can. I'm so sorry to be gross. I have to spit. Way too much saliva in my mouth right there. Don't know why. Okay. Let's just keep listening to Tulsi and then I'll break it down.
All Americans deserve to know the truth about what happened and who was involved.
All Americans deserve to know the truth of what happened and who was involved. Tulsi Gabbard, Democrat. Democrat. Let me rewind that.
In response, all Americans deserve to know the truth about what happened and who was involved. This is why
all Americans deserve the truth to know what happened and who was involved. Tulsi, I love you, not because you're pretty, but because you have something between your ears. And the rest of your candidates and your party. How is this woman a Democrat? Anyway, we'll talk about that at the end.
Introduced HRS 662, calling on the federal government to declassify and release.
She introduced how.
All information.
Wow. Wow. Frankly, I'm flattered. And I still have that eyelash in my right eye. But I am flattered that these fuckers are fucking with me so bad. They keep kicking me off for no reason. Your connection wasn't good. I wish I had. There's a full connection. They don't want me saying this stuff. They don't want any of us. Anyway, and now I get saliva again. I'm not even doing chew tobacco. I gave that up. I like it. I like it when I'm fishing. But anyway, now I gotta. This is the messiest broadcast I've done, and I'm not drunk. I've done many, many drunk broadcasts that were wicked messy years ago, or maybe a year ago. But this is a disgrace. Okay.
Regarding the September 11th, 2001 attacks. It has been nearly 20 years since Al Qaeda attacked us on 9/11.
Wrong.
And the American people.
Wrong. It has been 20 years since Al Qaeda attacked us. Maybe that was by proxy. Maybe that was by proxy. JB says that. Okay, that was the fourth time I was shut down. All right, before I start ranting, let's just get back into my favorite truth teller, Tulsi Gabbard, which is the point of the show. They don't want people like me doing stuff like this. And there are thousands of others just like me. And they don't want us doing stuff like this. This is a fucking disgrace. That I can tell you right now.
Still don't have access to the truth about Saudi Arabia and who helped Al Qaeda carry out these deadly attacks. It is absolutely unacceptable that our government's investigation into Saudi ties has been kept from these 9/11 families and from the American people. The full disclosure of this information isn't just necessary for closure for all of these families and individuals involved, it's essential for our national security. So we...
Bomb. She dropped a bomb. Cooperation between Bush and, by extension, eventually Obama. Everyone in the media loves the word collusion. How about total conspiracy? How about total conspiracy that did 9/11? For those of you, actually, you know what? I don't want to be like super. Hey, Dean Machine, what's up? I just missed you there. I'm gonna be 420 with Dean Machine in about 45 minutes. I'm losing viewers because my show was shitty because they shut me down a bunch of times. They throw in these little. They know what they're doing. Keep shutting me down. I'll make a new name. JB whatever is going to be just as popular as JB Rants. I just happen to like JB Rants. What am I over, like 700 subs right now? I'm not exactly someone who folks don't, I hate to use the word follow, agree with. At least on principle. You know what I'm saying? And I still have that thing in my eye, which is pissing me off. It'll come out. People say, oh, you're a good-looking guy. Oh, you're a good-looking girl. You have great eyelashes. I have great eyelashes. Yeah. Wait till one of those icebergs falls into the Titanic of your iosphere or some other word I can make up. It blows. It gets stuck under the eyelid. Can't even... whatever. For those of you who do not understand what happened on September 11th, 2001, and I'm not saying I'm 100% correct. I am not saying that. What I am saying is based on deductive reasoning from what they told us and what actually happened. Most Americans believe 2 buildings fell on September 11th, 2001. That's what most Americans believe. The rest of the world is laughing at us. No one knows that 3 buildings in New York City fell on September 11th, 2001 because they fucked up. Building 7, a 47-story, I'll try to not get emotional, a 47-story, steel-framed, concrete reinforced building fell into complete dust. It's on video. Just type in Building 7 collapse. Building 7 collapse. All right, I won't say that. There's no reason for me to get mad at my audience. 47-story steel-framed buildings, reinforced with concrete, do not collapse because of a couple office fires starting by flaming debris from an adjacent building into total dustification. And here's what else doesn't happen. Despite the time delay, news agencies overseas in Britain reporting live. Look it up. Reported that Building 7 had collapsed, and the fucking news anchor is in the background, or in her background. Building 7 is still there. And they reported that it just collapsed. And she says, the building has collapsed. And the building is standing right behind her. They fucked up. It's either they fucked up, or when you live in my world with this kind of research, which is very, very disturbing to do, the research that I do, because it ruins your life. I mean, it really does ruin your life. When you're into what I'm not into by my enjoyment, it's like I feel like I have to do this. But when you realize what I've realized, you know, all these lies, it's like, are they mocking us? Do they really think we are that stupid? And you know what sucks? Is most of the public is stupid enough to believe it. It's crazy. It's crazy. They think a dead person, Osama bin Laden, who died of kidney failure, in a double kidney failure, in a CIA hospital under control in December of 2000, orchestrated these attacks and basically ran it live from a cave. I mean, how? So maybe I should just believe all this stuff and go, today's Halloween, and in a few months, Santa Claus is coming to give you some gifts. And you can expect, out of all 6.8 or 6.9 billion people in the world, everyone who celebrates Christmas can expect a visit from a man and a sleigh with magical reindeers flying through the sky, is going to fit down your chimney even if you don't have a chimney, and is going to place presents under the trees, under the Christmas tree that you have beautifully decorated. And that's how it. Wow, they hit me 5 times tonight. They really don't want this broadcast out there, do they? It's kind of like saying, Santa Claus came down the chimney, and you wake up the next day and there's all those presents there. And then when you're a child, you believe it. You believe it. So what was the New World Order's solution in order to, bring out this ridiculous fucking lie about 9/11 that Tulsi Gabbard is helping expose right now? Look at her. She's so beautiful. I'm voting for President Trump. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. Look at this pretty, brave woman, clear-spoken. And Hillary comes out and says she's a Russian agent. That was, to me, that was just like me eating sushi for free, like the best sushi. Oh, Hillary Clinton called her a Russian agent, and she called Jill Stein a Russian agent. Oh, for truthers, this is delicious. It's like, yeah. Next, they're going to call JB a Russian agent. Hillary Clinton, DNC, please call me a Russian agent. Please, 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 please. I beg you. I beg you. I seriously fucking beg you. It's going to be awesome. It would be. I'd get like 150,000 subscribers in like a day. Please accuse JB of being a Russian agent. Because a roommate that I had, and this is true, a roommate that I had, who actually ended up moving back to his country, but I had a roommate back in 2010, and we lived together for 2 years. We actually shared 3 apartments together. He was Lithuanian, which is next to Russia, Please, please accuse me of being a Russian agent, DNC. Please do it. Maybe I will be able to monetize at that point because I'm going to have so many fucking viewers because you people are sick, so stupid. If the New World Order doesn't like what's happening, Russia, 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 Russia. You worked with Russia. You worked with Russia. You worked with Russia. And the mainstream media goes, Rachel Maddow, who, by the way, and I never get sexual on my channel, but when I look at Rachel Maddow, I almost want, Rachel Maddow from MSNBC, I almost wonder if I could ever, get it up ever again. Maybe I need, a week off or something, but serious. And I'm not trying to be gross. I'm just saying that's how much I hate these. I don't know if they're robots or if they're demons or if they're disincarnate beings that have inhabited some weird short-haired harpy yapping at you. You know how Rachel Maddow talks? It's like, yeah. That's what Trump did. Yeah. Here's a bunch of lies out of my mouth, and I'm just going to say and use the tone of my voice through neurolinguistic programming that you are going to listen to what I say. Yeah. Trump is bad. Yeah. Orange man bad, orange man bad, orange man bad. Yeah. That's Rachel Maddow. I hope she's a lesbian. I couldn't see a guy. Oh my God. Anyway, I digress. Back to Tulsi Gabbard, who I actually am attracted to, although I'm voting for President Trump 2020.
Can keep the American people safe. President Trump must put the interests of the American people first.
Correct. President Trump must put the interests of the American people first, which he is. Tulsi, you should be his vice president. Fuck Mike Pence. He's a globalist deep state. I don't trust him. I said that in 2015 or 2016 or late 2015, early 2016 when the president chose his vice president. I said, bad pick, homie. Bad pick. I don't like this guy. And I was actually double wrong because I said that President Trump's vice president should have been Martha McSally. And she turned out to be a globalist. So even researchers such as myself, not that I'm anything great, can be fooled. But yeah, let's get rid of Pence and let's get this lady in there. Are you with me or are you with me? And I'll read the chat. I'm on a total rant right now. It's the name of my show, JB Rants.
Will you join me in demanding the truth and calling on the Trump administration to declassify and release the 9/11 documents?
I can end my show right now. See, a lot of folks, they say, well, she's pro-abortion and she's pro, basically Obamacare type healthcare legislation. As a vice president, they're not going to be able to get any of that creepy legislation passed. The president, the executive, has to sign those orders at the end of the day. Tulsi Gabbard is calling for 9/11 truth. Tulsi Gabbard is calling for 9/11 truth. I'm not a single issue voter, but I don't need to hear anything else. I'm voting for Tulsi Gabbard for Vice President of the United States. If they impeach President Trump and somehow try to remove him, which is all going to blow up in their face and fail, so it's not going to happen, and they somehow try to make Tulsi Gabbard the President of the United States, I will vote against her. But as a Vice President, I love her. Time to read the chat. 9/11 truth. And if 9/11 breaks, Sandy Hook is going to break. It's all going to break. The deep state can't have that, can they? Mwah. Love you guys. All right. Time to read the chat. Coffee Beans, I haven't seen you in forever, either here or anywhere else that I've been. I lurk in a lot of, because I'm working again, thank God. I lurk on a lot of streams unintentionally because I'm at work, but I still, All right, we'll start here. James Robert, That's What I'm Thinking by proxy. Indiana Jones, Any Snowdean, Bear. Deep State was behind it all. Correct. Indiana Jones, lost you again, B. Yeah, I was either being infiltrated or who knows. Maybe a $350 Acer laptop is not the best. Dean Machine, no snow yet. James Robert, damn the link. Sorry. That's all on my end. It's not on you guys' end. Dean Machine, getting windy. Yes, it is. JB Rants, okay, folks. This is really scary. I've never been attacked 4 times in a row. It was actually 5. Yes, I just read my own comment in third person. Yeah. Michael Gonzalez, on radiation, JB, can't go below a certain mass or the radioactive material cannot fission or fusion. A non-nuclear explosive with radioactive dust particles would spread and kill. That's their plan. And they already have had the bombs planted for my research since the 1950s. That's at Michael Gonzalez. And Russian defectors have warned us about that. Baba Yaga, 9/11 happened the day after it was said to investigate the missing trillions. Baba Yaga, $2.3 trillion in black budget projects, taking the evidence down with it. Don't let Tulsi fool you. She was a Republican who turned Democrat. Well, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat, so that means nothing to me. If she's anti-war, and by the way, if one of these fuckers gets in and they turn, that's why I love President Trump. He said what he was going to do on the campaign trail, and he's doing it. If Tulsi Gabbard gets in and starts all these wars or, whatever, you will see me turn quicker than a coffee grinder or some better analogy. Indiana Jones, I agree. Deep State behind so much of this crap. Yes. Michael Gonzalez, but everyone would detect it and would AST for a week's minimum. I don't know what that is. Michael Gonzalez last week's minimum. Okay. And then I said JewTube is fucking with me. Not anti-Semitic. However, the satanic Jews, which are actually really Khazars, which are Mongols who call themselves Jews, run the world and run the world banks, and they run YouTube. By proxy, Bear. Raining and 42 degrees here in Northeast Ohio. Yeah, it's about 68 here, but it's raining and it's windy. That's why I almost fucked up my computer outside. I like to do my show outside because I can smoke cigarettes there. Baba Yaga, you may need to plug directly into an LAN line. Nah, my Wi-Fi is good. It's just this weird shit. James Robert, it's cold all over. Dean Machine, Baba Yaga, yep, missing money. Yeah, $2.3 trillion from the Pentagon. Donald fucking Satanic Rumsfeld comes out and says, we can't account for this. The next day, the world changes. Give me a break. 33 in snow plus 45 mile per hour winds here in Northeast Indiana, says Indiana Jones. James Robert, try talking about Thanksgiving recipes and see if you go down. I don't know what that means, James Robert. I kind of get it. Bear comes in with a joke. My pet rock is really stoned. Bear, if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. Indiana Jones, yes, James. James Robert, I seen a good recipe for green bean casserole the other day. Dean Machine, Larry Silverstein did 9/11 and made money at the loss of innocent lives. Larry Silverstein is on record. This is why I try not to get mad. But I get mad at the stupid. So operative word. I try not to get mad at how fucking stupid the brainwashed majority of the American public is, where Larry Silverstein is taking out, billion-dollar insurance policies on the World Trade Center right before 9/11 happens. And then he uses words like pull it. So we saw the building was on fire, so we decided to pull it. And then we watched the building collapse. Pull it is a demolition term. You mother... Jesus. I'm not trying to be Alex Jones here. It's just certain things. If I hold up a cheeseburger in front of you and I say, what is this? And you look at me and you go, that's a flamingo bird. And you have seriousness in your eyes, you're gone. You're gone. I can't talk to people who have obvious reality right in front of their face. And even some of their friends and family, which I'm most likely one of them, not yours, but just in general. 2 planes don't explode 3 buildings at free fall speed into total dustification. And then they're so haughty and arrogant and just so suckling of their own ignorance. Like they love being willfully ignorant, willfully stupid, just to fit in and not create social controversy. Okay, good. Welcome to Nazi Germany, you fuckers, and thanks for bringing us there. You pieces of shit. You pieces of shit. You're stupid. I don't care if you're uneducated. You're stupid. You're stupid, and I hate you because you're going to destroy the United States of America, and you're going to destroy the world, and you're going to cause the deaths of billions. You stupid social justice warrior, dumbass cuck, cunt, faggot, weirdo. I don't mean gay. You just suck. You suck. And I don't hate your person. I hate your spirit. You're demonically charged and you don't even know it. And you walk around like this with your pink shirts and go, no, white men are bad and Trump is bad and making money is bad and we should all be like AOC and I don't know what a garbage disposal is and it's super cool to talk like this and condemn everyone and just worship Satan all day and I'm gonna have a transgender baby. It's gonna be fun. I'm done. I'm done with these people. I'm done with these people. They're demons. They're demonically charged pieces of filth. I still love them under Christ, but they are demonically charged pieces of filth. Straight up. Straight up. It's exactly what it is. Ugh, I still have this eyelash in my eye. It's driving me insane. Ugh. Sorry for my weird facial expressions. Hey, Miss Ben in America. Archie Bunker, what's up? No, I just met, I think I just met Miss Ben in America now. Yeah, but I think she's been on my show before. Or I've seen her in other places. D Machine, joint stream yard with JB and others that want to talk live. Dean, if you know how to do that, I have to really, really take a piss right now, but if you know how to do a joint live stream, I would love to come on. You just got to show me how to do it, but I got to go take a piss. Ah! Why is this going nuts? I think I've seen Miss Benny in America before. So Indiana Jones says, hey, B, what do you think of the Epstein thing? I planned this rant about 2 hours before the new Epstein stuff broke. So that'll be a video tomorrow. But I am all over it. I am all over it. Indiana Jones, Epstein. Archie Bunker says JB LOL. He's probably laughing at the fact that I think Archie used to come to my show a lot when I was totally bald, and now I have basically like a fucking white guy fro or something going on. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet at my age when you can grow hair like this. And no, I did not intentionally make my hair look like devil horns for anyone who wants to be a conspiracy theorist like me. I gotta piss. Dean Machine, get that thing ready. I'd love to come on with all of you, or maybe I can do it here. We could do it from your... I don't know how to do all that fancy stuff, but I'll be right back. Yeah. Oh, 8 watching. How am I going to quit with 8 watching? What happened, Joan? I was in the bathroom, says James Robert. James Robert says I was in the bathroom. Yes. Tom Porgy, you're right. Hold on. Let me address Tom real quick. Tom Porgy is absolutely correct that Tulsi... What? This is so stupid. Okay, they keep resetting me. It's a good tactic, but I've kind of figured it out quick. Sorry about that. Again, they keep doing it. It's retarded. Tom Porgy, Tulsi is a Council on Foreign Relations Illuminati shill. Duh. That's hard for me to compete with. That's very, very difficult for me to compete with. What I would say is this, and I'm not right on everything, but I'm right on many, many things. As Q Anon says, future proves past. Donald Trump was cavorting and doing deals, and definitely, if you look at his history, did a lot of shady things. Coming up to power, coming up to power, coming up to power. And he became president, and he's a really, really good president. Certainly the best in my generation. I'm 35. Maybe one of the best presidents in United States history. I think Tulsi Gabbard, unless she's a total sociopath, and I'm really good at, I know this is going to sound kind of foofy or whatever, but I'm really good at judging people's eyes. And because I've dealt with sociopaths and psychopaths in my life, the whole reason my life is ruined was because of a psychopath. I learned about it. Sociopath, psychopath, same thing. Manipulator, same thing. Histrionic personality disorder, same thing. I just have a feeling, and this is from JB, and if I'm wrong, I own it. If I'm wrong, I own it. But I'm saying this. I have a good feeling that despite the fact that she wears the D and has had some creepy associations in the past, the Council on Foreign Relations works directly for the Vatican and Satan, okay? Lucifer, who is very real. God is more real than you know. I mean, if you're a believer, you know, but if you're not, God is more real than you know. But unfortunately, Satan or Lucifer is just as real as God, the opposer, the light and the dark. And I'm not trying to cloud the argument or the discussion. All I'm trying to say is I just don't get that evil vibe from Tulsi Gabbard. I just don't. That's all I can say. So great point. Tom Porgy. And I already knew that. I just didn't articulate it right at the beginning of the video. That's all it is. So Dean Machine, are we doing a multi thing? What are we doing? I'd love to hand the mic over and the total responsibility to someone else. Yeah, Baba Yaga, Tulsi doesn't support the Second Amendment. Tulsi voted yes towards impeachment. Enough said. I didn't realize she voted yes towards impeachment. Ugh. These people are making it really, really not Baba Yaga. I mean, the people up, on Capitol Hill are making it really, really difficult for me. I mean, I guess my only countervailing argument would be, who's it going to be? Hillary? Because the Democrats don't have a candidate. They don't have a candidate. Who's going to be Amy Klobuchar? Elizabeth Warren? Can you imagine Elizabeth or Joe Biden? Who do they have? Oh, okay. Now I don't feel so bad about myself. Baba Yaga said it's just she did, meaning Tulsi voted for impeachment, and it just broke today. I did not know that. I watched the whole thing, and somehow I missed it. Bear Bear says, my bathroom is Del Woods. Sometimes so is mine. Bear Bear. Ben Hatcher, Biden, they decide. I hope it's Biden. Welcome to 4 more years of Trump. Easy if it's Biden. Indiana Jones, she voted for impeachment and taking our guns. Well, you guys know where my loyalties stand. So the title of my video is the title of my video, but you know that my loyalties solidly stand with President Donald J. Trump. Solidly stand. And I could never be questioned on that. I don't like hearing this stuff. Ben Hatcher comes in with, it sounds crazy, but Biden is the deep state's pick. Good. Go ahead and lose. It's fantastic. I love it. Indiana Jones is not good, B. I know. I agree. You know what I'm going to do? And I sent the president many positive, I support you emails before the 2016 election. I'm going to send Tulsi an email, and I'm going to ask her team to respond to me personally. And I'm sure she probably has, 10, 20, 50, 100 folks answering emails for her. I'm going to ask her these questions. And I'm going to put it in the JB way. I kind of have a way with words, maybe not so much in my YouTube live stream, but when I think and when I have something prepared, written or prepared, typed, I'm actually, my vocabulary and my cognitive abilities really come across as someone who, not come across, look, I'm 5'3". I can't throw a baseball for the life of me. I'm not good at basketball. I've had a lot of life problems. I'm single at 35. But the one thing that I'm good at is putting thoughts together and, conveying messages that may not be right, but they're at least honest and coherent. Unless I'm shit-faced, that's another. Go back and watch my videos from a year ago. I'm going to get in contact with the Tulsi Gabbard campaign and say, I'll open them up with something sugary sweet, and I'll say, I'm a Trump supporter. I'm really considering voting for this candidate. However, I have these chief concerns, and I'm going to list them. And when they respond to me, what I'll do, you guys just created two or three more videos for me out of thin air. I'm going to receive that email back, and I'll read their email as a live stream, and we'll see what they say. I'm going to do just that. I am going to do just that. Blackie Fitzpatrick, a.k.a. Alec Whittier. What's up, homie? How are you? Hey, Blackie Fitzpatrick, Dean Machine is thinking about doing like a multi-screen. I don't know how to do all that fancy stuff, but I want to be a part of it. Maybe you can be a part of it. Perhaps we can get Joan to be a part of it. Get some Bear up in that bitch. Coffee beans. Baba Yaga, all the Democrat candidates are in favor of disarming us. Yes, that I know. Implementing socialism, that I know. Well, they're all running as basically socialists. It's the craziest thing. Socialism in America. But they have enough of the population brainwashed that it's actually a threat. Isn't that fucked up? And bringing the United States under UN control. Correct. Everything that Baba Yaga said is true, accurate, and correct. Michael Gonzalez, it is a worry, but not all hope is lost. An impeachment is like being charged with a crime, a black mark on his permanent record. I don't think they're going to get it. I really don't. The impeachment thing, I don't think they're going to get it. Fitz, hello, my friend. Flush. Archie from the toilet. Alec Whittier, a.k.a. Blackie Fitzpatrick. Watch the Blackie Fitzpatrick show. Sup, Archie Bunker, says Alec Whittier. James Robert, they've been brainwashing the youth for 50 years. No, they've been brainwashing the youth for thousands of years. But when television came, first it was newspapers, then it was the school system, and then it was magazines, and then it was television, and then it was radio, and then it was television. They've been brainwashing for thousands of years, but now it's really, really amped up. That's why I think I'm reincarnated from someone who was probably alive, in previous centuries or millennia, because it doesn't work on me. I mean, it worked on me when I was a little kid. It doesn't work on me now. Baba Yaga, this whole impeachment process is to try to weaken Trump's support and swing undecided voters to the left. Yes. They know they can't win fair, or I call it fair and square. You call it square and fair. Yes, that's 100% correct. Who was it? Was it Nancy Pelosi herself, or was it some other fucker on, the weird Marxist leftist side that said, If we don't impeach Trump, he's going to win in 2020. That's on record. Just Google it. I just forget who it is. They actually said that. If we don't impeach Trump, he's going to win in 2020. So therefore, we have to impeach. You know, sometimes my show writes itself. JB was brainwashed during the Bronze Age. James Robert, that's pretty funny. My hands, they're not the biggest hands in the world. Like Trump, oh, he has small hands. Well, my hands make thousands and thousands of dollars, and I do really, really good work. So maybe I was brainwashed during the Bronze Age. Who knows? I went from banging metal and making swords and then reincarnated into this, if you believe in that weirdness, and became a crafting dental technician. Am I feeling exactly, Baba? All it is doing is strengthening all of us plus more. I agree, Indiana Jones. I agree, Indiana Jones. And I don't say that out of blind faith. I agree. Everyone I talk to is like, this is bullshit. Even Democrats. It's craziness. Yes, Bear. That was a very interesting story. There were actually... I heard that story. I can't confirm it. But what Bear said is that they followed Nancy Pelosi and Shifty Adam Schiff, to track down al-Baghdadi because they were having secret meetings with a traitor or they were being traitors and having secret conversations with the enemy. I heard that as well. Today's Thursday. I heard that on Monday night. So the plot thickens. Ben Hatcher, the whistleblower, I just heard this earlier today, about 5 hours ago. The whistleblower Eric Sharmella is super deep state involved in the Steele dossier. He is Charlie in Strzok's Strzok and Page text. I did not know that he was Charlie. I did not know that. But I did hear what Ben Hatcher just said. If you read, I didn't hear that he was someone referred to as Charlie in all that bullshit garbage. Wow. Again, my show writes itself. All I have to do is be like, JB, go on camera, and my audience is so smart and in touch with what's going on. It's like I don't even have to do anything. This is fantastic, and thank you. Although I certainly want to be the leader of my own live stream and exercise discernment. But not a removal from office. Wait, yeah, James, you know when Baba Yaga? Yeah, James, you know. When all the Democrats are crying for impeachment before the inauguration, that it's all a setup. Michael Gonzalez. But not a removal from office. The Senate, quote, the jury of his peers, quote, must vote to remove from office. They have to convince 19... Yeah, my boss and I were talking about this today. 19 is the number. 19 Republicans to go against Trump and or the Republican Party to get 67 votes. Yeah, it's not going to happen. So Trump is going to be okay. Indiana Jones, they are digging their own graves. I fully agree. James Robert, that's all they have. They certainly don't have a good candidate. They have no candidate. Andrew Yang, Amy Klobuchar, eventually Hillary Clinton again, because she is running again, by the way. Joe Biden, whose eye fills with blood on stage. And I actually watched a video earlier. I don't know why I keep watching it. But it's a montage of Joe Biden smelling people and acting weird and saying weird shit and his dentures falling out. Like, I just watch it and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with the Democrat Party? I was raised Democrat, you know? I'm not a Republican. I'm certainly fucking not a Democrat. I'll tell you what. If I had to choose a party, I'd be a Republican. Because the Democrats are so demonically charged and fucked up and weird, and it's like they're not even human. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers or some garbage. It's like, how do you come in and try to take over a country? You'd think they'd be slick and put up another Obama or something. I voted for Obama in 2008. I loved voting for Obama in 2008 when I was 24. Oh, first black president, yay, and he speaks well. Okay, because I knew nothing about politics. Didn't even wake up to 9/11 yet at that point. And let's see what we got. So that's forever a stain on my record, but I'm always honest about it. Well, yeah, Michael Gonzalez says, I forgot Elizabeth Warren, Pocahontas, JB, LOL. Sorry, I reminded you. Well, of course I forgot about her because she's a nothing. She's a nothing candidate. Elizabeth Warren is the old lady at the end of your road who, if you cross on your tricycle 2 inches onto her property on the grass because you're trying to avoid a puddle, she excoriates you like this for the rest of your life. That's Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren is a nothing. She's a horrible, horrible personality. Maybe she's a good person, but her personality is, ugh. I want to puke. I can't even deal with it. You know those cheerleaders who say, I just can't. I can't even, seriously, I just can't. That's me with Elizabeth Warren. It's like, I just, okay. Yeah, you go keep running for president, you fucking witch. I despise Elizabeth Warren. Oh my God, can you imagine that State of the Union? President Pocahontas, or as some of us call her, President Liarwatha instead of Hiawatha, President Liarwatha. You white straight men are all bad, and we are going to open your borders, and we are going to take your jobs, and women run the world because with her weird creepy hair, like, oh God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Why did I ever get into politics? Why? I'm getting so many bad thoughts right now. Not violent thoughts, just like I picture Elizabeth Warren as president with vice president fucking. Doesn't matter. It's gross either way. Elizabeth Warren. Who else do they have? Pete Buttigieg? I think Pete Buttigieg is a decent guy. It's just all of his, and yeah, he happens to be gay. I don't care if there's a gay president. If President Trump was flaming homosexual, I would be voting for President Trump 2020. I don't care about that kind of stuff. I don't care about race. I don't care about gender. We need someone solid in the chief executive office of the United States of America. Pete Buttigieg, I don't know a lot about him. He says a lot of good things. Probably also a socialist. Doesn't strike me as evil. Uh-oh. Oh, I got nervous because Indiana Jones said, LOL, Alec, and I wondered what. Oh, yeah, Ben Hatcher says, Obama is gay. Oh, my God, yeah. And Michael Obama is a fucking tranny. From all of the, allegedly, from all the research that I've done, Michael Obama, that's a man, bros. That's a guy. Sex changes these days are penny candy. And also, you combine the new digital technology and makeup and Photoshop. Are you kidding me? Larry Sinclair. Yeah, Ben Hatcher says Big Mike. Big Michael Obama, the fucking linebacker. Arms bigger than mine, even though, well, I don't have really. I used to be in really good shape. I had like biceps and shit. Michael Obama goes like this. That's a fucking. I wouldn't want to arm wrestle that dude. Are you kidding me? Would you like to arm wrestle the first lady for charity? No. No, I would not. No, thank you. I'll pass. I'd rather go smoke a joint and watch a homeless guy piss on a squirrel than arm wrestle that fucking linebacker, Michael Obama. That was pretty funny. I gotta go blow my nose. I'll be right back. I know Alec Whittier likes it when I get a little loopy. I just really hope I'm not getting the cold that's going around. It's a real bad one, but I think I'm just congested from talking too much. James Roberts says, LOL. Alex, yeah. JB's nose blows. Yeah. Too much denture dust. That's actually true. It's acrylic dust and plaster dust. Yeah. No, I'm all fucked up. I don't think I'm getting sick though, which is good. There's a really bad cold going around that my brother got, and he was out of work for fucking 4 days. I do not want to get that. I've been washing my hands like, who's that stupid Howie Mandel? You know, that television personality that like they won't shake they're like germaphobe. They won't shake anyone's hand, and they wash their hands like 100 times a day. That's what I've been over the last 5 days. Trump rally on All Saints Day, Bear. I smell irony. Whoa. Breaking news. Michael Gonzalez. We got a rally coming up. Very, very nice. So Michael Gonzalez is on the screen without his prior consent. I love Trump rallies. I love the president. He's doing a good job. He's a good president. All this crap that's going on is so sick, and it's because they're scared. That's all it is, because they're scared. All it is. Indiana Jones, LOL. James Robert, I hardly use my phone for making calls. Yeah, me too. I text a lot. Bear says it's tomorrow. Very nice. I'll leave up M. Gonz's, though. Excuse me, I've never burped on camera before. I just did. Trump rally on All Saints Day. Bear, I smell irony. Interesting. Thought tomorrow. So did we lose Dean Machine? Is he going to do his multi-screen thing? Are we going on? Because, guys, I wanted to be on for 15 minutes. I'm now at 1 hour, 23:06. And believe it or not, it does take energy to do this, and I'm starting to get exhausted. Plus, I need to go, smoke some... I need to go smoke some bear. Dean Machine's here now. So, Dean, what were you talking about? What do you want to do, or do you still? Because it doesn't really matter. It's up to you. Do you want to do a multi-screen thing, and maybe I could be more of an audience member rather than the host, or I don't know how that works. I don't know how to do all that fancy stuff just yet. My image, I'm going to sue YouTube, says Michael Gonzalez. Why? Oh, I'll remove you. Jesus Christ. No one needs to go crazy. Boom, gone. Sorry about that. That wasn't YouTube's fault. I did that as a conscious decision. JB at JB Rants, Alec is going to go on. Cool. I'm down with that. I have at least another 2 to 3 hours of energy in me. I'm so charged up by all these fucking liars. I never get intimidated, so I'm going to wind my show down. So, Blackie, you're going to go on? Multi with you and others? Okay, that sounds sexual in nature. No, I'm just kidding. So what's happening? What should I do? Well, I'm going to go off. I'm going to wind down over the next minute, and then I'm going to go grab a smoke, and I will, I'll keep my internet proprietary. If I have to, I'll use the phone. So what's everyone doing? We got Dean wanting to do something. We got Alec wanting to do something. Are we all going to do it together? What is going to happen? Okay, so Blackie's going to go live in 3. Sweet. All right, so I'll wind down after 2, and we'll work something out with Dean, and we'll all, make it a thing. We'll make it a thing. We'll make it a thing. Look, I love my audience. I'm 35 years old. I'm in a life reset period right now. Have been for some time. It's a lot better now than it was a year ago, believe it or not. But, I don't see a lot of my friends anymore because they chose the, and there's nothing wrong with this. In fact, it's probably good for them, and that's proven. But, a lot of my friends have, they watch mainstream media. Their favorite thing is sports or, whatever, TV and groupthink and this and that. And a lot of them got married. They own houses, this and that. I didn't do that. I moved around renting apartments, made a lot of mistakes, woke up to how the world really works, started a YouTube channel. That's why you don't see a girl here and a girl here, is because I kind of went off on my own. And I'm not the most socially acceptable person. That's why I really, really appreciate, and I'm saying this not to promote my channel. I don't care. I make $0 off of this, and it doesn't boost my ego. Because half the time, or not half the time, sometimes I fuck up. So if anything, what I do on the internet, throwing myself out the way that I do, is kind of detrimental to my, social status or whatever it is. But I don't care, because I really, really believe that what I'm doing is for a reason. It's to bring folks such as James Robert and Michael Gonzalez and Bear and Dean Machine and Indiana Jones and Joan Pryble, and, Joan Pryble is Indiana Jones, but I was thinking about Facebook there. I just don't want to miss anyone in the chat. And Baba Yaga, and Ben Hatcher, and Dean Machine, and all of y'all who have 2 fucking brain cells to rub together. My audience, you guys like me. If you didn't like me, you wouldn't show up for a live show to watch me just, mess my... Do you guys remember when I was skin bald? That shit was fucking crazy. But anyway. I love you guys so much. And Miss Benny in America, very nice. And Archie Bunker. And James Robert. I don't want to miss anyone. All right, I think I got everyone. So with that being said, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to resituate outside because I think it stopped spitting raining. And hopefully the trick-or-treaters have, well, now there'll still be some, but I will catch you guys live on, I don't know if it's going to be Blackie Fitzpatrick or Alec Whittier, but I highly suggest, if you have not already, to look up Alec, ALEC, Whittier, WHITTIER, or Blackie Fitzpatrick, Blackie with an IE, and Fitzpatrick like it sounds with a Z. So with all that being said, JB is going to sign off in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.1428571 pi.